Hi.
Hi.
What if we talked about the Roblox chat?
Why?
Because it's been deemed no longer safe for kids.
All right. What if we talk about Iran?
Why?
The value of freedom and living with oppression.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Hello, Scout.
Hello, Da. So Roblox went and did something kind of awkward, but you know, I think in the long run it'll be actually a pretty good update for the game itself. So what I had originally thought they did was restrict all chat using from the ages 18 and under, but that's not what they did. And I thought that, oh, well, that's going to be super difficult for all the kids that use specific game codes. That's what went through my head.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had realized that's not what they did at all after I did a bit more research. What they actually did was they made a age estimator, I guess is what you could call it, where you take a picture of yourself and then I guess the AI, because it's not a human doing all these faces, so the AI estimates your age.
Really?
Yes. So
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so it scans your face.
So you're not putting any kind of intel in? You're not?
No.
Okay.
No birthday, nothing like that. But then the problem is, say you're 18 and over. Say you're 18 and older, but you look young, and the AI marks you as 13. Well, now you can only talk to ages 13 to 9.
Yeah.
That's no good. So what you can do is scan your ID.
Okay.
And that's sort of proof. Because they don't want, like 40-year-old men that they scanned as...
Right.
The AI accidentally marked them as 13.
Right.
They don't want that happening. So the identification is like a last-minute thing. Another thing I was worried about was...
Which is good. I suppose that's good. It stops... Because one of the things they're trying to do, I think, is make it safer, right? They're trying to make a safer environment for the kids. So I guess that stops somebody from faking an age.
Exactly.
Like you can't be an adult pretending you're a kid then.
No.
That's their goal here, right?
So another thing I was worried about is, and I'm sure a lot of parents were also worried about this because they don't want their kids' literal faces being in Roblox's system. So I'm sure that a lot of parents were worried about that side of the safety aspect of it. But Roblox stated that they don't keep any of the data. It's a one-time thing.
Okay.
They scan your face, then that's it. They delete all that. They just want to make sure that you aren't over 18 talking to somebody under 18.
Right.
And so the whole thing is that there's age limits.
I see that they're assigning age groups, eh?
Yes.
So under 9 is an age group, then 9 to 12, 13 to 15, 16 to 17, 18 to 20, and 21 plus. And what they're doing is making it so that 9 to 12 can chat with users in their own group, as well as the 9 and under and the 13 to 15. So you can chat with the group above you and the group below you. So they're trying to avoid it getting too inappropriate. There's only so much they can do, isn't there?
Yeah.
I mean, there's always going to be people who weasel the system. But I think it's really... Don't you think it's amazing that they're trying to do something? I think this comes...
I do.
It started out in Australia and New Zealand, I think.
Yeah, in December.
Yeah.
That was when it first started. And I knew because I have this YouTuber that I like to watch who's Australian and she does Roblox content. And she was one of the first that I realized, oh my God, she's doesn't have chat privileges right now.
Do you think this will be helpful?
I do. I really do. Because I've joined multiple games in Roblox, random games, that are quite, there's some of the chats are just quite...
Adult,
yeah. So I think that this is overall a great safety measure to put on the
It's a start
game.
Anyhow, isn't it?
It is. I mean, originally I was upset because I thought that nobody under the age of 18 would be able to chat.
Well, we went mental because we thought they were taking Roblox away from kids.
Yeah, and
And turning
Roblox
it
is
into some kind of weird anime dating app.
And Roblox is the kid game.
Yeah.
So when I had originally heard about it and I thought that they were taking the chat away, I was like, wow, they're really turning this into an adult game. And then I realized and they're actually doing kind of the opposite. They're trying to make it safer for kids. And I also really like to hear that they're not saving the data.
Yes, always good to hear.
Because that means that it's not 100% safe, but it's a little bit of reassurance.
I learned too that the chat's turned off by default for kids under 9. The only way it can get turned on is if a parent approves consent.
Right.
For that age. So that's a good thing too.
Yeah, that is.
I think it's great. I mean, it seems legit. Like, it seems like a legit effort to make it a safer environment for kids. It's something. I mean, it was Wild West before, right?
Yeah.
Like, hopefully this is the kind of thing that'll catch on, and I'm hoping anyhow, this is what I learned from this, is that, okay, they are trying to do something, and maybe there's a possibility for doing the same thing with everything, with Instagram, with TikTok, with all these environments, somehow making them a little bit more age appropriate. That would be a good start.
And as terrible as it is a safety measure that a lot of children's games with chats like that, interactive children's games, have to take.
Yeah.
Because there are kids 13 and under, 16 and under that are playing these games, and there are people that will make kids in these games feel unsafe. And as horrible and disgusting as that is, it happens.
No, it does happen.
So measures have to be taken.
It does happen.
So I actually really applaud Roblox for being one of the first to take that measure in making their game safer, because it's, even if it's small steps at a time, it's still steps at a time to ensure that kids are safe in their favorite games, because it's a big thing.
And I think it's encouraging as a parent. It's encouraging too that these steps are being taken, but also that this information now will become more available. Like, this is going to get out there because Roblox is so big. People like you and I are trying to educate each other about it. Like, it'll just become more known that, okay, there are some social medias that are trying to do something to make them more accessible in a manner that's safer, or more they're less likely to be exposed to the greasy side of the internet at that age.
Right.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Yeah, I'm really glad that
I'm glad you thought of this. Like,
step.
you brought this up. I definitely, because we both were outraged, and it's good that we learned a little more about it. And I'm happy.
Call me childish, but I love Roblox, and a big part of that game is the chat.
It is. I think that's part of the issue, though, isn't it? That it's been growing up with you guys. So you're getting older, and the 20-year-olds now have been on Roblox since they were 13
since
or 14.
2015. Yeah.
Yeah, and so they're growing up with it. So they're trying to thread the needle of because you guys do still love it, and 20-year-olds still like to fool around on Roblox because it does have this kind of innocence to it. Yeah. And so they're trying to thread that needle of making it a kid's space, but it's more and more becoming also a space for older people, adults that have grown up with it. Nice.
Yep. All right, what do you have for us?
Iran has been in the news.
That it has.
Yes, it has. And there's no way of, I'm not going to relitigate the entire history of Iran, culturally or politically, right? It just made me think the economy goes right in the dumper, and that really pushes people forward. Like, originally, a lot of these protests started just because of the economy, and so the people in the markets, they couldn't even sell anything. It shut down, right? And that led to the protests. Like, they've had them there before, but this was big. And thousands of people are being killed. This lockdown, clampdown on the internet, some kind of a record for a country shutting down access to the internet. The hospitals, it's just bad. It's really bad. Thousands and thousands of people have been arrested. And for me, it's the complete lack of freedom. That's what it made me think of. Like, how terrible that must be to live without freedom. And we have an example. So it's an example right now of that going on. And living with no freedom, that's That's just, you're just surviving. Like there's nothing
Yeah,
else
that's not
to
living.
it. It's not living at all. No. The things that they don't have access to when with this kind of oppression in these moments, like they have a semblance of freedom when things are going okay. The theocracy there allows them certain things, but this really brings to light like, okay, this is not a free country. Like they're
Right.
just simply not. As soon as they protest, as soon as they rise up and say, whoa, this is no good. We don't have food. We don't have basic things. They're shut down and to the point of being killed. How oppressed and how lacking in freedom do you have to be that you're willing to put your life on the line?
I had a question
Yeah.
when I was looking at the research. Who is making it so that they don't have this freedom? Who's in charge of Iran?
Well, it's a theocracy, which means it's a religious-based dictatorship, essentially.
Okay.
And that's why I said at the start, like, it's really complex. That whole area, the Middle East and everything is super complex, and the American involvement with Iran and all of the Israel, and there's all kinds of geopolitical things. It ends up being a theocracy that's been in place for decades, since I think 1979, around there when the Shah was deposed. It's essentially a dictatorship, but
Okay.
a religious dictatorship. So a theocracy, but it's a dictatorship.
Yeah.
And there's one dude, and then he has this super army around him. So it's pretty slick. What they did is they separated the regular army, and then he has this palace guard kind of a thing, but it's
Right.
huge.
Like minions.
Minions, and they're very much dedicated to the cause. That's why they're going and killing people.
Yeah.
Like they're protests, and they have no problem just killing people, taking
Yeah.
them right out, executing people.
Is it similar to Sudan?
No. These are all places that are being run as dictatorships. Like
Yeah.
one person or entity has taken over power and is doing things how they want, but those are separate issues.
Okay.
They're just as heinous.
Yeah, but
But in this case with Iran, it wasn't so much that I thought, okay, well, you know, I'd like to talk to you about Iran. It's more like I wanted to talk to you about the idea that we have here in 2026 so many instances, and this is a very stark one, of the lack of freedom that some people
Right.
have and live with this kind of oppression. It's outrageous. Like
Yeah.
they've shut down the internet and phones so that they can intimidate and to hide communication.
Yeah.
Nobody can get out images of what's going on. It's the kind of, you can't wear what you want. You couldn't just have a T-shirt
Yeah.
on that, you could be arrested or killed if they don't like what it says. Imagine somebody taking your phone. Let me see what's
can't
on
imagine,
it.
no.
No, it'd be terrible, If you just were to say, "Oh, the government's terrible," well, you can't say that. We can go out in the streets and say things like
Yeah.
that, as we should be able to have an opinion. There's no freedom of speech. The internet disappearing, that's because they don't want witnesses, and the internet is today's witness
Yeah.
in the world.
for everything.
And for teenagers, like for you
Yeah.
guys, it's just for the young. Because they're the ones who end up taking the burden of the protest. They're the ones who have the energy for it. They're the ones who can build the outrage into actually action.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's who's in charge there. It's essentially
A dictatorship.
it's a man
Yeah.
with a group of people around him. But
Okay.
it really amounts to one guy. And it's religious based.
Okay.
But that's not, I hate to, you get there and then it starts blaming the religion, and it's not really
Yeah.
anything to do with the religion.
No.
It's to do with people who just want to have ultimate power and control. And isn't that what always the lack of freedom
Yeah, it
is?
is.
What are your thoughts on this, on freedom?
I couldn't imagine being told what to wear, what to do, where you have to go. I mean, I really couldn't. It's just, I'm so privileged to be able to live in an area that I can do all of those things, and I'm allowed to do all those things. Not just Iran, in many places in the world, that's becoming day-to-day life for lots of people. It's crazy to think that they can't do those things.
I mean, you think about it, without freedom, what do you have?
Nothing.
Like, it's very
Nothing.
limited life without freedom.
I mean, you need rules.
Definitely,
But
definitely.
that's not, rules are one
That's
thing.
the structure
Laws
in
are one
society,
thing.
right?
But when you start getting into the putting rules and laws on what you have to wear, what you have to eat, that's
What you can say.
what you can say. That's a whole other level.
That's oppressive, right?
I mean, for example, that's oppressive. And for example, in the U.S., there's metal detectors in schools and in airport. I mean, obviously in airports, but they don't check phones. They don't go through devices. They don't, like, that's a whole other level of...
Seriously, right? That's
like,
actually a really good point you make. Like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Imagine if to get on a plane, somebody could say, "Can I see your phone? Can you open your phone, please,
Like,
so I can
no.
flip through it?" I don't think so, man.
like, and that's normal for them. Like, they get on a plane and they take their phones out. Because maybe it's going to be me this time. Maybe my phone's going to get checked this time.
You know what's interesting too is that the world's so small now with the internet and the coverage everywhere that the people in Iran, the young people in Iran, the old people, whoever is inclined to, they have access to the internet. They know how things are going on in the rest of the world. They know how it works. They know how social media works. That's why they shut them down. That's why they've removed their access to it during this time. Because it's not some backwater. They are fully aware that they have no freedom.
I mean, all kids my age can relate to this. Every time a parent has your phone, even if you have zero to hide, it still feels like you're actually standing on the edge of the Grand Canyon with, like, at gunpoint. That's how it feels.
Wow.
And I can't imagine.
I think that, you know what, Irish, I think that's for anybody. I think anybody, you hand your phone to somebody and it's
that's
open,
your
there's a part of
phone.
you that's going, what are you doing there? Give me that back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I have literally nothing to hide. Anytime you or mom holds my phone, I'm actually gripping my socks.
Well, now I'm definitely suspicious. I'm going to have to check it out later.
Okay. Now, for a final little fun, not topic, but we're going to do a what if. You got a what if for me?
You got a what if for me? What are you, a gangster now?
You got a what if?
Oi, you got a what if for me? Say it like that.
No, I'm not saying it like that. I'm not the Godfather.
Yes. What if you could create your own online hangout? Like, you know, what if you could put together, Frankenstein something together from this and from that? What would that look like?
All right, so okay. You know how on the App Store, there's apps that are 18 plus, 14 plus, that kind of thing? It would be like that, but 18 and under. So when you sign into your Apple account, it asks you for your age.
Yeah.
If you are older than 19, or if you're older than 18, you can't get the app. You can't download it because of restrictions.
Right.
So that would be the first step to making it safe.
And then maybe you could do something like that thing Roblox is doing, so that you could ensure that you're not getting a 50-year-old lying.
That would be the second safety measure.
Okay. So safety measures are in
Safety
place.
measures
What does
done.
it look like? What are you doing on it?
It's just literally an online hangout. You can send friend requests to people, say you like someone's profile picture a lot. Maybe it's a show you like.
So how is it
send them a
different
friend
than
request.
Snapchat?
Because it's not pictures. You can't send them pictures.
Okay.
You can't post stories.
So it's just text.
It's just texting.
Okay.
Calling. It's like an iMessage, but for kids. It's fun. It's customizable. It's
so Discordy, a bit Discordy.
Right.
Well, so how's it different from Discord?
First of all, it's free. There's none of that nitro stuff. You don't have to pay for stickers.
Yeah.
You can customize it all you want. You don't have to pay for backgrounds and stuff. Like, it's all there for you.
So it's a giant WhatsApp for kids.
Yeah, it's just a fun hangout area. Say someone has a hard time making friends and they just want a friend.
So you could make groups.
Yeah, and when you sign in, it would ask you for your likes and dislikes and your favorite foods, your favorite movies.
Chat groups?
Yeah, and then it'll recommend you people that put in the same likes and dislikes, and then if you see someone you think, oh, I really like their name, and you add them instead of the person whose name you don't like.
So what does your profile have then?
Your age, first of all, because maybe somebody adds you and you're 13, you don't want to talk to a 16-year-old, you want to talk to a 14-year-old.
Do you use pseudonyms, like fake names, like something cool that you think's cool to represent you?
Yeah, or you could use your real name.
Or you
It's
could use
totally
your
up to
own
that
name,
person. And then there's a bio.
Avatar,
Avatar, yeah.
and that's it.
And then, no, so your profile, you can post pictures, but you can't post pictures of yourself. You can post your art, you can post your photography pictures, but you can't post yourself. It's just, I just wouldn't want people posting themselves. I don't want maybe people feeling bad about...
What if you don't post anything?
Yeah, that's another option. You cannot post anything.
No, but what about it?
No, it's my
excluding
chat
that?
room. I
know,
don't
but
like
now
that.
I'm piggybacking in on it.
Then
I
you make
like
your
it.
own too.
Well, no, I like your idea so far. You know what I'm thinking? What if you don't post anything visual? Because isn't that where a lot of the problems start? Where everybody's like, oh, what does this look like? What does she look like?
But
what
then
does
it's
he
Twitter.
look like?
Then it's a Twitter for kids.
No, Twitter's all visual now. Twitter's usually
then
visual.
You could call it a Tumblr.
Tumblr's visual too.
Now it is.
Yes, Tumblr's Tumblr's very visual.
Anyways, okay, say no pictures then.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. It was a point of discussion.
And then the chat, you can't message unless both people accept the friend request, so that someone's not messaging you that you want nothing to do with.
Yeah.
You have to accept their friend request.
Yeah.
Calling, no video calls, just audio calls. And, because if you want a video call with someone, you give them your number on the app. But
so a place, that's why I was thinking the no images, although the images, like you say, it is your space.
Yeah, I'd just have my
But it seems like
app mods.
You're creating a space, though, that might have less pressure to be something.
Yeah, I don't know why somebody hasn't made this before, because this is a really good idea.
It's actually a really good idea, like a space that's just. But isn't it kind of like WhatsApp? Only you have groups but more of a social media thing. Mm-hmm. What about? Can you send people images and all of that? Probably not. Then.
No.
So you just
you can
keep
send stickers and GIFs.
Right.
But you can't send pictures.
So you can put on what you want to represent you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're saying have no nothing personal, like there's no images of people, say.
Right.
Ooh, that's not bad. No images of people.
Yeah. Well, that was my original idea. You can't put any pictures of yourself.
But of anybody.
Yeah.
There's actually some potential there.
Yeah.
Like something simple.
If any app creators, if anybody wants to collab,
That's not a
any
bad idea,
software
Irish.
designers.
Well played.
Thank you.
Episode the 63rd.
Yep.
What a brilliant number.
No, I'm looking forward to next episode because it's 6 + 4 is 10.
I love you very much.
I love you too.
And we'll see you
All right.
next time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.